Welcome teams, welcome all to Enactus World Cup 2020. All of the presentations this year have just been exceptional and teams have been masterful in adapting online. And know that if you have friends who missed the Enactus World Cup 2020 so far, they can still register and watch right through this weekend. And after that, they can experience Enactus World Cup 2020 on the Enactus YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Now, the judging has all been finalized, and the final 4 teams of EWC will be presented today. In no particular order, 2 will be presented in the final 4 session, and 2 in the finale. The runner-up and the Enactus World Champion will also be announced in the finale. In the one race for Oceans, aligned with Global Goal 14, 107 teams entered, and the 4 finalists presented on Wednesday. The runner-up and the top team will be announced in the finale today as well. I want you guys to know this year we launched a super new cinematic 77-second film fest. And the best of the best, well, they're here too. So let's get this started with the top 4 Oceans teams. All right, guys, I am so excited to be joined now. We have reps from teams Puerto Rico, India, Brazil, and Canada. Hey, guys, good to see you. All right, for each team, I'm going to ask the representatives to introduce yourselves, tell us how big your team is, and what your position is on your team. And while we take care of that, if anyone in the audience has questions for them, don't be shy. Go ahead and post them in the Q&A box. All right, let's kick things off with, let's say, Team Puerto Rico. Omar, hello, good morning. Go ahead and introduce yourself, tell us your position, and how many people are on your team.
Hello, everyone. My name is Omar Negron. Our team from the University of Puerto Rico at Rio Piedras, it's comprised of 30 members. Half of them works with Remora. And I am the project leader and founder of the project.
Buenísimo. Thank you so much, Omar. And now let's turn it over to Pushmeet from Team India. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your team.
Hi everybody. I am Pushmeet, as you know. My team is 62 members strong, and I am the team leader.
Excellent. And now let's move it over to Barbara. Tell us about yourself and your team.
Hi everyone, I'm Barbara. We're from Brazil, the Federal University of Pará. And I am a member of Project Minerva, and we have 47 active members.
Excellent. Obrigada. Next up, let's hear from Tyler. Please introduce yourself and tell us about your team.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Tyler D'Souza, and I'm the VP of Competitions for Wilfrid Laurier University's Enactus team. We're about 160 members total, 40 of which work on our main enterprise earthsets.
Excellent. And you guys are from Canada, right?
Yeah, team.
Awesome. So let's kick off these questions. Who am I going to pick first? Let's go to Pushmeet. Let me ask you, this has been an emotional competition, obviously. I want to know, how are you personally impacted by your project?
Okay, so we were planning from a long time that we were planning a project, and during the time, there were a lot of ups and downs when we were creating Project Darya, and most of the times we were trying our prototypes and we were trying what's the best solution that we can provide. So there was a long period when we were nothing, and we had nothing in our hand. So we just kept going. We did not lose our hope. So that phase, that very phase where even if we did not have anything with us, we did not have a project with us, we were still trying to create a project and to create a best solution that with which we can cater our oceans. So that part changed me. Like, we just need to keep going. We should not stop. We should not stop if we do not have nothing in our hand at that time. We should just keep going, and something will turn up. And that's how Project Darya turned up.
Wow, that sounds really intense. How did you keep the team together? How did you keep each other excited with that teamwork?
Okay, so we used to have our team meetings once a week. We used to meet together. We used to go out, eat food, and We used to discuss our plans, what we want to go ahead with the project. And there were times we used to go out on field trips together, sit down and eat together. And there were a lot of activities that we planned for us to keep the journey interesting. And everybody was so motivated that they didn't lose hope and they kept going with us.
I love hearing that. That's awesome. I'm going to throw the next question over to Barbara. Barbara, I want to hear how your project changed you and your outlook.
Well, Anna Minds, our newest project, and it's really new. And when we were thinking about SDG number 14, we saw that Amazon has the second most polluted river by plastic in the entire world. So this challenged us to solve this problem. So we started with this eco barrier, and one of the first eco barriers that were installed is really close to my home. It's my neighbor. So it's a huge impact. It's really close to me, and I think this is huge.
That's amazing. And did you get a chance to see any of the other presentations? Did you learn anything from the other projects or get inspired from anybody else?
Yeah, I love all the projects. Earthsuit, Zandaria, and Remora. It's my, oh my God, I love all of them.
I love how you guys always
so wonderful. I love your impact, you guys. You guys, awesome.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to toss this next question to Tyler. Tyler, let's talk about the impact that happened not just to you, but to your entire team. How did your project affect you guys?
I think, yeah, that's a good question. I think that the project, getting to work on it as a team, like I said, like it's 40 people working on this company project, whatever, and you really just the biggest thing you walk away from it is the family and the friends that you build. It really, I'm sure any of the teams can speak to it, but like the amount of work that we put into these and the amount of hours that go into it, you really get close with the people on your team, because it's whatever 40 to 100 people who are all really passionate about this issue. And so I'd say the biggest takeaway is the friends you make along the way and the kind of family you forge together.
I love hearing that. So on that note, do you have any advice for anyone who's watching who may want to also support some impact on oceans and waterways?
Yeah, I would just say find a group that you like. Like I said, like the easiest way to keep yourself motivated is with other people. So if you can find a group of people like Enactus who are really passionate about this issue, who really care and really want to, do something about it, that's the easiest way, because they'll keep you going, you'll keep them going. So just find a group and get to work.
Sounds like they have to find you guys. All right, let's throw a question over to Omar. Omar, I want to hear how your project affected you, affected your outlook, and affected your team.
Yes, Remora has impacted me personally. We started this project after Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico in 2017, and we were spending 6 months without water, clean water. So we went to our rivers and used them as our main source of water to clean, drink, bathe, and do everything we needed. And that's when we realized that we don't have any sustainable solutions here that are tackling, here in Puerto Rico, that are tackling this problem. So we decided to start Remora to clean our rivers and eventually clean the oceans. Everything you do on land will end up in the ocean somehow. And the first community that we started working was my community. And that is really important to me, because seeing people that I grew up with, seeing the people that have seen me develop through the years, being impacted by something I'm part of and I created with my team, it's something that has definitely changed my life forever. And now every time we go to another community, it always reminds me that we started at home. We started in the place I grew up in, and a lot of other kids will be inspired from it.
Would you say that you would advise other people to also start at home when it comes to supporting impact to the oceans and waterways?
Yes, we have to start always home, whether it's a project or you doing little things. We all have the power to change water reality in the world, you don't have to create a project. You can, change the amount of water you use while cleaning, while taking a shower, getting rid of plastics. There's little things we can do and do your own home project to change water reality. But if you want, go ahead, do a project. As Team Canada said, find an environment and a team that will follow your goal as well, and go ahead and create one.
I love that. And that's something all of us can do. All right. We have just a few minutes left. So I want to actually go to the audience questions. I have a question here from Amy Gonzalez, HKH. And she has a question for Team Canada. So Tyler, how did you guys know that your project was going to be the best for the people that surround you?
I think that's a great question, yeah, and I think that takes a lot of time. Ursuds was, I think, 2 years in the making before we actually ended up with like our current product, and it changes every day still. And so the only way to find out that it's the best solution is to just keep trying and keep trying. Because yeah, I think we went over like 200 different versions of the product before we got to what it is today. And, we still change it now to better fit those needs as much as we can. So I would just say, yeah, to find the best solution, you got to try and adjust and then try some more.
Got that. You got to keep going until something works, huh? All right. I think I have time maybe for one or two more questions, depending on your answers. So let's bring it back to Barbara. Barbara, let's talk about plans for the future, continuing your project.
Yeah, we have partners with Bank of Brazil Foundation and Ford Fund. They invest in us. So I think the next step is to install as much as eco barriers as we can. We partnered with 33 eco barriers in the future till the end of this year. So I think that the plan is install the eco barriers in the entire Amazon.
That sounds ambitious, and I love it. Pushmeet, how about you? I've got like 30 seconds. What are you guys planning for the future of your project?
Okay, yeah. So we do have a lot of collaborations with the government and a lot of companies. During this time, we have approached to a lot of organizations that will be helping us, and we'll be surely expanding Project Darya across across the states in India. And we really hope that this project has the potential to actually curb the problems that our oceans are facing. And we really, really wish to expand it to another level, I can say.
I love it. I am crossing my fingers for all of you. I'm really inspired. It is so wonderful hearing from all of you. And I'm so looking forward to the next steps in determining who is going to be the 2020 One Race for Oceans winner. Crossing fingers and good luck to all of you. Thank you so, so much. All right, now we're gonna make a little transition. Up next, we have another group of awesome team representatives, and this time it's for the Enactus World Cup top 4 teams. And they are Egypt, Brazil, India, and Canada. So welcome, welcome. Who are our reps? Once again, for each team, I'm gonna ask you representatives to introduce yourselves, hey! And then I'm gonna ask for you to tell us how big your team is and what your position is on the team. And while we're doing some introductions here, all you guys at home, if the audience has questions, pop them into the Q&A box. We want to hear from you. Okay, guys, so let's see, let's hear from Egypt first. Is that Saif?
Yes, I'm Saif.
Hey, hi Saif. So tell us your full name, tell us where you're from, what your position is, and how many are on your team.
My name is Saif Nabil. I'm a presentation member of Enactus Egypt, and my position is a presentation member. We are about 80 members in the Enactus Egypt, and our university began in this year in the Enactus community, and we were able to be the national champion, and we were able to be in the international champion in the top 4 final. With pleasure.
Amazing. Well, welcome, welcome. So happy to have you here. Next up, let's meet Team Brazil. And this is actually, I think, Brazil's first time in the Final Four. That's super exciting. So Carla, please introduce yourself and your team.
My name is Carla. I'm the leader of Costurae. And in this project, we are always in contact with so many women and who are part of the community. So I think we visit the studio so many times a week, so having to stop presential activities was something we had never done before. And this was a huge problem, but we could surpass this problem. And we are 47 members in the team, like Barbara said before. And yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you. It's so exciting. All right, let's also talk with Team India. We have Kadish. So nice to see you.
Hello.
Can you
Hi.
please introduce yourself and your team?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Kitish Malik. I'm from Enactus Hansraj College, India. We are a team of 66 members working on 3 projects right now. And I'm a member of the project here that is representing Project Riddhi.
Amazing. We're so happy to have you guys. And last but certainly not least, we have Team Canada. Is that Abby? Hey, how's it going? Introduce yourself and let us know about your team.
Hi, everyone. My name is Abby. I am from Team Canada this year, University, Wilfrid Laurier University. Today, I'm in Toronto. I am a part of the same team that Tyler was from the last segment. So we have about 167 members this year, and I am the VP of Strategy for our team this year.
All right, you guys rock. Now that we know who's who, let's get into some questions. And of course, audience at home, make sure you're sending in your questions for these guys. All right, who are we going to start with? Let's start with Kadish. How are you personally impacted by your team's project?
Well, the project for me and the entire team back here in India has been completely impactful. Like, it's helped us drive change by becoming true leaders and actually following our government's Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme, which basically means making everyone self-reliant. So it's been really impactful and insightful for all of us.
Wow, and has it changed your life aside from the outside of the project?
Well, definitely. It's changed the way, like, the complete outlook has been changed in how I perceive life now. It's been completely amazing.
So how do you perceive life now? Tell us.
Well, it's really wholesome, and like every one matters, and every small change that we do every day really makes a difference.
That is poignant. I love that so much. All right, let's chat with Saif. Saif, how did your project personally impact you and your teammates?
Actually, it impacted our entertainment. We saw an opportunity to solve the situation of the people in the village. We take an advantage to impact our lives, our beneficiaries with our project. Our project is 5 phases, and we have a pleasure to be as a part of this project. We transform the lives of the women, of the fishermen, of the farmers, and we made a huge change in these people's lives.
Well, that sounds really emotional. And how do you guys feel about that? How do you go about normal life after that? You must feel like superheroes.
Yes, we are so proud of this, yes.
I'm so happy to hear that. And let me chat with Carla. Carla, how did your project change you?
So much times with the women that are part of the project that we feel like they are part of our family. So it changed me completely. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very proud to be here with so many people that do this work, change the world. And the only thing we knew was that these people was especially affected by the pandemics, and in this scenario, that was when we had this idea to start producing masks, and right after that, we started to develop prototypes and adapted masks for other people until we managed to reach the final model we have today. And yeah, it's been really tough for all of us, but we are here and we did it. We did everything it's possible for us in this moment.
Well, you came through, you were resilient, and you persevered. We're all very proud of you guys. Abby, I want to hear from you. Let's talk about how your project affected you and your teammates.
Definitely. So there's a number of different projects that we've worked on this year, but I think the culminating moment for all of it is just seeing that one small change can make a difference, and that by making those small changes, those all add up to the larger change that we really need to see in the world. So being a part of that and being able to say that I had a hand in doing any of that has been one of the most inspiring things that I could have done over the past 4 years of my university experience. Getting to know the people that we got to work with, both on our team and the individuals that we employed, has been life-changing. And I couldn't think of a better way to spend 4 years making an impact, getting to know awesome people, and doing a little bit to make the world a better place.
Absolutely. And speaking of life-changing, we all had some pretty big life changes this year with the pandemic. How did you shift your work when COVID hit?
Definitely. So when COVID hit, we at first, I don't think it would be fair to say that we were super excited about the fact that there was a global pandemic going on. But once we did adjust, we realized that there was an opportunity to actually create more impact. So we shifted our production to make sure that we were obviously abiding by the COVID restrictions to ensure everyone was safe. But because we were creating a hygiene product, we were deemed an essential service. So we got back to work. We created a new product, powdered hand soap, to address the global shortage. We started a buy one, give one campaign to provide soap products to people in need. And really, holistically, we wanted to make sure that at the end of the day, even though there's a global pandemic going on, we were keeping our team safe and providing as much impact as we possibly could.
Well, way to pivot and make it work. Thank you so much, Abby. And I'm going to ask Saif, did your team have to pivot when COVID hit, and how did you do so?
Yes. When COVID-19 struck, we were frustrated because 13 of our team members were tested positive for COVID-19. And it was a shock for us. And we, instead of stand down, we took it as an advantage, and we were able to develop a mask. Yes, we developed a mask with our Shatuzan. Shatuzan is a component of the shrimp shells, and we developed a mask. The mask, we made several tests, and it got accredited by the Egyptian Ministry of Health, and we saved over 5,000 lives with this mask.
Wow, you didn't just pivot, you created something completely other and made it even better. That is absolutely amazing. Kadish, do you want to talk to us a little bit about how COVID-19 affected your projects?
Yeah, absolutely. So the impact of COVID in India was extremely high intensity, but still we are currently working on 3 different verticals. So we installed a hand sanitizing station near our washroom so as to help them with the sanitary facilities there. Along with that, rural India wasn't really that hit. So the operations with our farmers continued to grow absolutely on the right track. With respect to the women community with which we work with, we shifted our operations to end-to-end operations instead of the entire team working together. So the women could practically make those items from their home itself rather than coming to a production center there. So we were able to deal with the COVID situation. Yeah.
That sounds really effective. That's amazing. Now, Carla, I know that the pandemic was obviously your projects were part of dealing with the pandemic. So I want to talk to you about how you plan to scale going forward.
Yes, I was trying to think things. I have a new product in Belém, where we live, but the entire Brazil. We want to expand in other cities of our country. And yeah, it's been a tough time. We had to move all the sewing machines to the homes of the women of the community. And right now we want everything just come back as was to the normal life, this new normal that everyone is talking about. And yeah, we want to expand to all over Brazil and impact more women, like we are impacted.
Well, we're definitely all hoping to go back to normal life, and I'm glad to hear about your plans for the future. Thank you so much. And actually, I have a question from the audience, and it looks like something that you all could answer. Let me toss this first to Abby. Did you get to see each other's projects, and what did you think, and what do you think it would be like to collaborate with one another?
So I did have the opportunity to watch all of the projects. I think I watched actually most of them that were competing even in the opening round. It's been one of the most inspiring times of my life to watch all of these different projects that everybody's working on. All the projects teams are working on from around the world is incredible. The impact that they're making, both environmentally, socially, economically, is something to look up to. It's something to strive for. I think that's one of the coolest things about the World Cup, is that you get to collaborate with individuals from around the world on unique and interesting projects. And it takes some of those things back to your own country so that you can go and make as much impact as possible, because at the end of the day, that's what we're all here to do. Working with any of these teams would be an absolute honor. So 100%, that's something that our team would love to do going forward. And we're really excited for that opportunity and to be a part of this so that we can connect with and network with these really, really inspiring individuals.
All right, every team watching, you heard it from Abby. They're looking for collaboration opportunities, and it sounds like she's pretty educated about your project, so definitely reach out. And let me go back to Carla. Carla, did you see any other projects from other teams, and were you inspired, or would you like to collaborate?
It's awesome. It's changing our lives, seeing so many people so young, changing the world, not only lives, but the environment. And whoever projects could do something with us, we would be really happy. And I can say one name because I would like to say all of them. And yeah, it's like Abby said before. So many projects and so many actors in the world that could do something great with us. So we're expecting something, and obviously it would be awesome to collaborate with someone.
All right, everybody wants to work together. How about you, Kadish? Is there any project that inspired you or who you would like to collaborate with?
Well, absolutely. Like all of them, like the way they're rethinking complex problems and bringing up like innovative solutions, it's just completely amazing. And I feel that coming together, and as Abby also said, like making the most impact we can, I think we all should come together and make a difference.
Absolutely. And how about you, Saif? Any projects that inspired you? We have about 30 seconds.
Yes, actually, it was the last year and the year before. It was from our country, Cairo University last year, and O6U from the year before. They inspired us, and they gave us a push to be in this situation this year. And we also, the children, we took power from the children there in the village. They gave us the power to continue. They helped us. We provided them with education to continue the education and provided them a future.
That is amazing. And look how far you've come. I love this. All right, what fantastic teams we're having the chance to get to know. Thank you all. Looking forward to seeing you in the finale and wishing everyone the best of luck. Thank you so much. And now coming right up, we are going to round out this morning's session with one last Q&A. And I'm really hyped because this is the first year ever for our 77-second film festival. And right now we are going to get to meet some very talented people, and that is the top 4 filmmakers. Oh, look, there are those beautiful faces right now. We are going to start with some introductions. And while we do that, once again, I'd love for the audience to go ahead and pop some questions into the Q&A box. Do not be shy. Go ahead, get that started up. And now let us meet our filmmakers. Okay, so incidentally, we actually have 2 teams from Puerto Rico and 2 teams from India, which I think is kind of cool. Let's start with Ninoshka. You're from Puerto Rico. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell us what team you're from.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ninoshka Arroyo Valentin. I'm from the University of Puerto Rico at Maya West.
Thank you so much, Ninoshka. How many people are on your team?
There are around 30 people in my team.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And let's go to one of the teams from India. We have Krita. Can you give us your full name and where you're from and tell us about the team?
Hi, I'm Ritab Rishit, and I'm the director of Project ASBA, University of Delhi, India. And we have a team of 68 members, and we currently have 2 projects running, one in the water sector and one in the craft sector. And like, it's been a great experience till now.
Amazing. Perfection. Thank you so much. Let's go to another team from Puerto Rico. We have Omar. Let's just talk about your team, where you're from.
Hi, so my name is Joshua. I'm from the University of Puerto Rico, Rio Piedras campus, and right now I'm the vice president of the team, and at the moment we have 30 active members.
Oh, Joshua, thank you so much for filling in for Omar. And let's move on to India. We have Siddharth, I believe. Let's have your full name and what team you're from.
Hello everyone. I am Siddharth Mansinka. I hail from Hansraj College. It's a college in Delhi University. Our team consists of 66 members, and we are working on 4 diverse projects. So that's my intro. Thank you.
Thank you so much, all of you. All right, so let's get into some questions. And of course, the audience at home, let's pop some questions into that Q&A box. Don't be shy. Okay, let's start off with, let's just start with Ninoshka. Ninoshka, what do you think about this new idea of a film festival? What did you think when you first heard about it?
When I first heard about it, I was very anxious about this festival, since it's an opportunity for us all around the world to express what our projects are doing and the impact they're having. And to see the other teams do the same with their communities is an awesome idea. I really liked it.
And in 77 seconds, no less. Were you nervous about that?
Yes, since when we compete, we only have like 12 minutes. So put our project in a concrete way, and in so little time, it was a very high risk, but at the same time, it was like a great experience because we can see that in only 70 seconds, second film, we can express what our projects are doing.
That's right. Brevity is definitely a talent and a skill. Let me ask you, Joshua, what did you think about this idea of a film festival? Were you excited? Were you nervous? What did you think?
Yeah, definitely. It's completely excited for me because, you know, this is my field. I love doing this kind of stuff. But it was also a challenge because, as Ninoshka said, we have 12 minutes in a competition, and that is already difficult to show all the results, all the impact that we do. But, you know, and doing it in 77 seconds, it is harder. But, you know, I definitely love the platform. You know, more people can see what we are doing, what we are impacting. They can see all the results, the solutions we are giving to all these problems. And that is something that, you know, seeing this new platform being created, so more people can be impacted, more people can see what we do. That is something really amazing.
Absolutely, and a great way to perfect your elevator pitch as well, I imagine, such brief time. All right, let's talk to Siddharth. What were your thoughts when you heard about the 77-second film festival?
My personal thoughts were this whole film festival, the concept was very much interesting. This actually helped us. This actually gave us an opportunity to show us a process of how Enactus works. We can actually tell by passion, innovation, and collaboration. Like first, as students of the society, we need a passion to work for the society. So to drive that passion, Enactus as a global organization offers us innovation. So that's what it's about. First, passion comes in, then you have to have innovation to drive that passion. And again, we have a lot of collaborations for having a foundation for those great ideas. So picturing all of that together in 77-second video was a very big challenge as well. But at the same time, it was interesting as well. So my opinion for this concept is very heartwarming. Thank you.
Well, I love how you bring all of the Enactus principles right into everything you do, even the film festival. That's fantastic. And of course, Ritab, I want to know your opinion of the Film Fest, your thoughts when you first heard about it, and what you thought you were going to do.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it was a I like the concept. I like the entire idea of presenting an entire project and all the work which we do in just a 77-second summary. So it was exciting. It was, it made me anxious also, but it was a really, really unique experience. Moreover, it made us, it helped us in sharing what we do. It made it very simple. Like in just 77 seconds, you can literally show the world what you're doing right now. So yeah, that was an amazing experience. I love that, honestly.
I'm so happy that all of you seem super excited about this. I was super excited when I heard about it too. And I thought, I've been watching these 12-minute presentations. How on earth are they going to do it? But you guys did a fantastic job. And I have a question from the audience, yay, from Onegron Ocasio, asking for all 4 teams, so we'll go through all of them. How do you feel that not only 1, but 2 teams from your countries are in the top 4? And they send congratulations to everyone. Ninoshka, how do you feel that 2 teams from Puerto Rico are in the top 4?
I feel very happy, and I'm very excited that the team of Puerto Rico can pass in this competition to the finals.
Absolutely. And what about you, Siddharth? Did you guys plan this out? How come 2 teams from India are in the final 4? That's crazy.
This was a very big surprise for us as a nation as a whole, because seven of our teams, seven teams from India have been qualified for in the top 14 teams for 77 Film Festival. So it was a very big surprise for all of us, all of the teams. And now getting to know that 2 of the teams from India are in the finals in the top 4. So it's a very good thing for our nation that that the colleges and the students are able to represent at such big platforms and great numbers. So it's a huge opportunity for us. Thank you.
Absolutely. And Ritab, were you as surprised as your colleague that there were 2 teams from India in the finals?
Yeah, to be honest, I was expecting team from India to be there in the finals. And as I'm super proud of Enactus India overall, that teams are doing so great, and they're coming out as such great performance. So yeah, it was great, having 2 teams here in the
It's
final.
amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And how about you, Joshua? Was this all planned from the beginning? Puerto Rico was just like, yeah, we're going to do this. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's definitely really amazing, being a small island and just being here in, the biggest platform that we are working on, teaching all these people, showing the people what we do, and just, we work with other teams in a normal basis. So, being here, as a small island representing Puerto Rico is just really an amazing opportunity.
All right, well, Puerto Rico and India cleaning up the 77-second film festival. I have a few more questions in here for you guys. I have one from Rivera, and they say, it's great to see your impact. How are you using this video to gain more collaborators and spread the voice of your projects and Enactus? Ooh, I like this. Let me toss this right back to Joshua. How are you using your 77-second film to gain more collaborators and spread the voice of your projects in Enactus?
Yeah, we really love this platform, for, a specific reason. And that is because we want to escalate our project within other countries in the world. So, this platform help us to, resume all our project in just a small format, so that more people can see it, understand it, see what we do. And, it can also help us to reach those organizations or other universities that want to work with us to have a biggest impact.
Awesome. And how about you, Ritab? How are you using your 77-second film to spread the word of Enactus and your projects and to get more collaborators?
Yeah, so as I said, that I love the idea, and the concept of putting the entire summary of what you are doing in 77 seconds, it helped us in reaching, making a word known to the entire community. We were able to spread a word very easily, and as it was uploaded on YouTube, so people got to know about us and about our entire project. And I even use this opportunity to know about what other teams are doing, so that you can look for prospective collaborations and all. So it really helped in getting an overall view of what Enactus all over the world is doing.
I love that. If I were you guys, I would just keep that video on a USB and just pass it out whenever I met somebody. It's absolutely fantastic. Now I have another question from Robert McKenna, and they ask, did making the 77-second films give you a perspective on the impact that a new perspective on the impact that your projects create? Oh, that's a great question. Noshka, I'm gonna toss that to you. Did making the 77-second film give you a new perspective on the impact of your project?
Yes, totally. Since we have been working with this project Limitless and since 2013, and so we continue working till this day. So sometimes we don't see the impact, the overall impact we have in this community since we have been working it with all these years. So being able to do this video and presenting it in our social media and see people like being in shock about the project, about the impact we have had, this has helped me and my team see that really our project has a lot of impact, more impact than we thought that it had.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. And how about you, Siddharth? Did making this film change the way that you saw the impact of your project?
Yes, absolutely. There were some challenges to make that video as well. So summing up all our project and into a 77-second video, we had to just pick the best out of the lot. I mean, we had to pick the most impactful things to show that what are the problems our projects cater to. So when we decided that, and when we were formulating that video, it definitely came to us that there are some stages in our project that we have the most impact on. So it definitely gave us a mindful thinking that where our projects is lacking or where our projects is impacting the most.
Okay, piggybacking on that, then with this new perspective that you got about your project, do you have any different plans in terms of sharing your story with the world in the future?
Yes, definitely. We have many great plans for our future in all of our projects. Talking about Project Riddhi, who was primarily showcased in our 77-second video, we have some expansion plans on our biogas vertical, wherein we have thought of a new way to utilize our the main element of our project, which is stubble. In India, there is a problem of crop residue management, wherein the farmers burn the crop residue. So in our project, we actually utilize that element into making different things. So while making a 77-second video, we thought of an idea that we could use it to actually make biogas, to produce biogas. So that was a very new thing for us, and we have developed a foundation for that vertical as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And I only have about 30 seconds left. I'm going to toss this last question to Joshua. I want to know if someone were to make a documentary about your project, what more would we learn about it that we didn't learn from the 77-second film?
Well, that will be, we started working and we have been working with it since the last 3 years, but working this year, making this video and doing the documentary, I want to say that, we are reaching people that we didn't expect to be reaching out. We started working with directly with the water sources, but then people started reaching to us, to get the help to adopt our machine so that they can use it in their daily lives. And, that is something that we really didn't expect. And, it helped us to adapt our project, to see a biggest, the biggest part, all these opportunities that we have, that we can adapt it to work with it. So, it has been really amazing, seeing all these problems that we didn't see on our first need assessment. And that is something really, really good.
Well, I love how all of your projects continue to adapt and move forward as new needs arise. And I want to hear more, but because of time, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you again to all of our fantastic filmmakers. Congratulations. And again, wishing you all the best of luck, crossing all the fingers. You guys rock. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. And we have a big day ahead with all the results coming in now for the finale. So stay tuned. And of course, you're going to want to catch the Lead Change Together session as well. That's where Enactus CIO Terry Torek interviews Anusha Ansari and Deepak Chopra, along with a fabulous keynote from Ian Bremmer. You'll also hear from Enactus CEO Rachel Jarash, Gonzalez, the top alumni pitches, and you're going to learn all about the new race launches, global champions, and so much more. Do not go away because it's all here at Enactus World Cup 2020.